Hi, I'm Melissa Wirt, and I'm the webmaster for the website of St. Augustine's Chapel. And I'm here to give you a tour of our brand new website. So you see the URL is still www.staugustineschapel.org, but we are so excited to unveil this new site to everyone because of all of the information and pictures and links that are available. So let's take a look at the site. Here we are on the home page, and you can see we just have the mission statement of the chapel here, but if we scroll down, you see that we have a calendar with upcoming events that are listed on the calendar. So any days on the calendar that are green or highlighted, you can click on that or click on the upcoming event and be taken to more information about that particular event. If you want to get back to the home page, you simply click the logo St. Augustine's Episcopal Chapel up at the top left of the page. Scrolling down again, you see we have the latest sermon. In other words, the previous week's sermon is available for you to listen, download, or if the preacher gave us a PDF, you can actually download and read that. If you have subscribed to the podcast through iTunes, you will still be getting your weekly sermons through iTunes. All right, so that's the home page. Let's take a look at some other bits of information that we have. We've got 5 categories up here: about us, worship and music, education, news, and ministries. So notice when I go to About Us and put my cursor over, there are all of these pages that you may go to get more information. Welcome New and Old is self-explanatory if you visit it. Staff is a list of all of our staff at St. Augustine's, and so forth. So feel free to take a few minutes and look at all of these pages. Under worship and music, this is where you can find the service schedule. There tells the locations of the different services that are offered throughout the week, as well as directions on how to get there. If you want to learn more about the sacraments of the Episcopal Church, you can click here. Sermons is a link or a page that is archival. It contains all of the sermons that we've uploaded since we began working on this new website. And what's really cool about it is, notice if you want to look at all of the sermons that Ali Sevilla de Coco has preached, you can just click her name and it will give you the list of all of her sermons. Or if you want to look at all the sermons that were preached during the season after Easter, you can just click that link and it will take you to that list. All right, music is a page that gives some information about the different musicians at St. Augustine's, but notice we have a Ramblers music page, and that takes you to a page that has songs from various services. Other thing to notice is that whenever you visit a page on this site, there are a couple of ways to get back to the home page. Well, the way to get back to the home page is always to click the header logo up here. But if you want to go somewhere else, you can always just go to these menus up here, or you could go and select a different page within the category that you currently are in. All right, we put a lectionary link here because this allows you to look at what readings are coming up for the next Sunday. So this coming Sunday is July 10th. So you can just click on July 10th and this gives you the readings for the week. Notice, well actually the way I recorded this you cannot tell, but when you click on the lectionary, it actually opens the lectionary in a new tab or a new page in your browser. So to go back to St. Augustine's, just go to the very top of your browser and click the St. Augustine's Chapel tab. All right, education, self-explanatory. Take a look at these different pages. News, if you click what's happening at St. A's, you will be taken to the weekly e-newsletter. Links to other news is just a way to get to the Episcopal Diocese of Tennessee website, the Episcopal Church USA website. We have a link to the Voices of Thistle Farms blog. And if you scroll down, you can see over here we have headlines from the National Church, and these are updated daily. Finally, under ministries, we have a page, Get Involved at St. A's, Fellowship at St. A's. So the Get Involved is ways to volunteer. Fellowship is actually ways to get plugged in. Then we have a page that explains what the Center for Contemplative Justice is, because if you notice on our logo, under St. Augustine's Episcopal Chapel, we have the Wesley Canterbury Fellowship and Center for Contemplative Justice listed. If you know nothing about CCJ, click here. If you know nothing about Wesley Canterbury Fellowship, click the College Fellowship page. And we also have a Friends and Partners page if you want to learn more about other ministries that we are attached to or definitely support. All right, I'm going to go back to the home page and hope you all have a good time exploring the site, learning more about St. Augustine's. And if you have any suggestions, comments, or notice anything that is wrong or not working, please send an email to webmaster@staugustineschapel.org. This is a work in progress. We are going to continue adding content as we get it. But as I said, comments, questions are definitely welcome. Enjoy!